Welcome to the Italian Grand Prix. 9 drivers are going to set themselves on the grid. It's going to be a jump start by Jammo, and it's the lights out, and away we go. Great start by both Mercedes. They're going to go 1 and 3 coming in to the first chicane. Mara's going to lead us, first pole position of the season. And coming down to turn 1, there's going to be contact between the Williams and the V-car out in the back. Car's going to have to cut the corner. Was it Meta's shoving Gavin a little bit wide, clean as ever. And it's going to be mayhem in the back for Mercedes and Aston Martin and V-car.
Well, turn 1 is usually on Monza a pretty huge incident, like factory kind of, but I mean it doesn't dictate the entire race, and I'm excited to see what happens to all of the drivers towards the end.
Trey's trying to make a move on Meta. He's gonna hug the curb, and he's going to spin. And the stewards, I believe, are going to release a safety car. I do not know why.
Yeah, I mean, there are no parts in the track. There's no damage to anyone after that incident, and no one was involved. I don't really see why, but I mean, we're just the commentators, not the stewards.
And so the safety car has been released. So Mara will start P2. Cupcake and there's Metzen making their debuts. Gavin P3, Metzen P4, Meta P5, great start by him. Cardi P6, not a good start. Jammo P7, Ivan P7, Jammo P8, and Trace out of nowhere is going to get P8. Never mind. Jammo did a spin, and we're going to look into what happened.
Young Trace. Would have thought he's a nigga from that title. Anyway, here we go. On Meta, always hugging the inside curb, and he spins! He spins! He's in the gravel. Why the fuck is it a safety car? Yeah, I think the marshals don't want to be racist, so I think that's why they called it.
So we're gonna go Cupcake, Morrow, and I believe Gavin are gonna dive into the pits. Actually, no, Gavin's not gonna dive into the pits. He's gonna lead us into the race start, I believe, and we're gonna go back to racing, folks. Who else is that man coming into the pits? It was Cardi. Here comes Meta. He passed. It's going to be a slow stop. I don't know what's happening with Gavin. And it's going to be Ivan.
Delayed his start a little bit too much, which caused Meta Man to have a huge shot after the start-finish line. And now everyone is going cleanly through turn 1, surprisingly. Never mind.
Trace into the gravel. Ivan making his debut. He's doing decent. What is it? He started P4, and now he's up into P3, and we have a retirement in the race. We have to see what's up with that. Into Metzen. This is during the safety car restart, and he just gets hit in the back by Cardi. That was absolutely dumb, honestly.
Wowzers, Cardi.
Bro, what is he doing?
Okay, so we have 4 cars going through turn 3 of Monza, aiming for the chicane. It's pretty close. I wouldn't really recommend to do that, but I mean, I'm not a racer, so let's see what happens. Seems to be pretty clean so far. A little bit of wheel banging, but we never complained about wheel banging. So, still 4 cars. Oh, another car coming from the back. I don't really know who that is, but he's trying to catch up to them, and here Reddy is part of the pack now. 5 cars in one pack. Oh, and he goes wide into the gravel.
Ivan shoving Trace
4 positions
into the gravel. Great move, by the way, by Trace, keeping it next to Ivan into Lesmo 1. That's what you love to see. Down on the inside. Gemma's gonna hit the throttle into Ascari on Ivan, and Ivan's gonna mess up Ascari. And here comes Cupcake out of nowhere. Here comes Maro, and here comes Meta. Meta does a tap on Ivan. Ivan, I believe, who's in P2, is all the way back into P8 within, was it 2 corners?
Yeah. Meta Man is showing a very more aggressive approach as usual in this race, as I see from now. Let's see how that really helps him out, and maybe that's his new driving style going forward in this season.
Alright, here we are on board with a fellow Drake Tower member. There's Maro behind him. They're coming into a turn currently. I have no idea what's about to happen. You know,
I was looking to the inside of Gavin, and he's gonna have to break.
Oh dear God, and he fails.
into the straight, up to Ascari. Maro's gonna try to look for another opportunity just like that out of Lesmo too. And he's going to brake so early, he's gonna carry all that speed. The Mercedes today is incredible on the corners, not so much on the straights. He's gonna get a run, coming into Parabolica, neck and neck.
Paralympics?
And Gavin denies the chance of Morrow getting it. He brakes extremely late, and Morrow's gonna try to come into turn 1 and gain that advantage. Gavin's gonna sweep on by to the right, break the toe. Morrow doesn't care. He's still with them, and we're gonna come into turn 1.
And this is live footage of the Hot Wheels going up my rectal region.
Is wrong with Ivan's car. And something's wrong with our mics. I hear a whistling. I'm not too sure. But Ivan is reporting issues. There's a yellow flag up in the back, up front of the second chicane. And Ivan's gonna have to retire. He's gonna retire from the race. That is not what you want for your debut race. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, that's kind of sad. Let's hope our other deputy has a better result in this race, right?
Battle for P2, it looks like in the back. Cupcake, Morrow, Gavin, all fighting for, and Jammo now in the fight, all fighting for P2 as Gavin's gonna look into the inside of Morrow. Morrow's gonna have to dive or break hella late and try to keep his positions. Gavin's gonna get a better run on him due to the setups that these cars have. It's gonna be a great move by Gavin, and Cupcake is still holding up P2. Morrow's gonna get passed by Jammo, and Morrow's gonna try to give enough space for Jammo. He's gonna slip on by, and he's gonna say thank you very much for messing up. And it's gonna be P4
Bet you $100
for Jammo.
smoking a pen while driving.
And now it is going to become a 5-way fight for P1. As you can see, Meta, Cupcake, Gavin, Jammo, Morrow. 5 people now fighting for P1 so early into this race. We're close to halfway through this race. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, out of this entire pack, I would say that Meta and Gas the Cupcake are the most comfortable since they have the biggest gaps towards the rest of it. But they're still like in the fight, kind of. But the ones that are mainly in the fight right now are Gavin, Jammo, and B, fighting to get a chance for P2 and P1. But of course, battling reduces your speed, and that's kind of like the point where sometimes you just have to say to yourself and like agree not to battle to be still like part of the pack, because now if you look at it, they're losing the pack just because they're battling around.
Indeed, but also now Cupcake is slowly losing time, it looks like, and Jammo messes up. Morrow
and Cardi catches up as well.
Yeah, Morrow's teammate Cardi is now caught up. They're going to try and benefit both of each other. Cardi's going to try to help Morrow past Jammo, and if I'm right, Morrow's going to give Cardi the toe, and down on the inside, Morrow's going to go and secure that P4. Great move. I don't even know what. Yeah, great move.
The overtake, but you show the camera.
And here we go.
I see.
It's going to be a 4-man fight for P2 is up in the front. Gassy Cupcake is going to lead. It's going to spin, tap in both walls, and he's going to lose. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 positions, as we're going to get a radio from him.
So probably just a skill issue there, honestly. That's about it.
If I was Cupcake right now, I would 100% just crash out and retire the car and blame my entire team. But that's just me, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the reason why we're not racing drivers, right?
Yeah, because we're insanely biased. As up in the front, it is still Morrow v Jammo, and Gavin and Carter slowly coming up, and it looks like it's just straight up Morrow versus Jammo. I mean, this how many times have these two battled this season already?
Yeah, they've been at it for the last couple of races.
So have So have Morrow and Trace, and his Morrow's gonna dive bomb that. It's not gonna stick, but as you were saying.
I forgot.
And Gavin's going to try and close this gap. He's in the slipstream, so is Cardi. Coming into the second chicane. And Morrow's gonna look to the inside, and he's gonna make the dive bomb once again. and he's gonna slip on by, and he's gonna try and defend for the next 11 laps of this race. Trace is gonna try and pick up the scraps. He's gonna try and at least get a podium today, as we've seen multiple times. He can do that, and Gavin goes off. He's going to cause Trace to get damage. I don't know what happened with Gavin, but again, these safety cars are going to be pulled out once again. I don't know if this is fair. Pull into the pits. This has been a very controversial race for lots of people, and Cupcake is going to slam on the throttle out of Parabolica. He's going to be almost off the track, out the exit. Marlo's going to try to get a good exit. Jamma with an insane exit on that, and it's going to be a little bit of dirt being picked up by, I believe, the Mercedes. Both Mercedes are going to go neck and neck. It's going to be 3 wide in the back with the final 3 drivers. And Trace is going to get an insane exit between him and Cardi. Gavin in the back not doing really good. Meta, who is on a good trajectory today, if I do say so myself, he is going to think about making a move on Gavin. He does make a move on Gavin. And Cardi. That is insane work. And Cardi in the back hits a...
Cardi might have been overwhelmed with the drivers going next to him, behind him, in front of him. So he just, well, took the easy way out and went into a barrier. But he should be able to recover from that, since there's still 6 laps left. And the way that these cars work, so for people who don't know this, the way these cars work, right, is that if you have this, the more distance you have towards the first place, the faster these cars can kind of get to make you catch up to it. So, it's
3 wide coming to Parabolica.
What?
3 wide coming to Parabolica. And they're still gonna stick it. It's gonna be insane. Maro's gonna be the first person to break, and out of nowhere, Meta is the one to benefit from that. That is insane work. Meta isn't taking any risks. Meta is not taking any risk from that.
So Meta just saw that gap and he went for it. He just didn't really think much about it. He saw it, went for it, and everyone else just messed up. Oh, he goes for a huge dive up though. Oh, doesn't leave any space for him to rejoin, which is kind of smart. I mean, why? He's not obligated to do it, so there's no reason for him to do it. And now he's probably like a second ahead.
Up ahead, Maro's gonna try to think about making a dive bomb. Oh, and it's gonna be a late braking.
Someone was pissed.
We're gonna need to see what happened right there. Meta on the radio.
Man, what is this? Why are they pissed about me overtaking? They should just drive and not into me.
Oh! That is definitely not gonna be happy with that. Oh my God, is he okay? Please tell me he's okay. Okay, thanks guys. Thank you. Thanks.
Just made my way around, oh, damn it, I forgot his name. What's his name? What's that guy's name? Trace? Yeah, okay. So I just made my way around him. He gave me a little love tap in the back, and just sent the car way off balance and into Meta. Nothing we could really do.
One lap later, it's gonna be Cupcake and Trace at it again. They're going to defend like crazy. Cupcake is going to defend from Trace, and Cardi's gonna try and pick up these scraps. He's on board with him right now, as you can see. I think he's trying to play it safe just in case if something bad happens. He's gonna give Trace a little love tap. Not too bad. He's gonna brake extremely early. I don't know what he's doing. Is there gonna be a little more contact, I believe, up there between the McLaren and the Aston Martin. Trace is gonna get a 0.5-second penalty right after the penalty line.
And it's just gonna be fighting for P3. The only hope they could have for P2 is if either V or Jamo make a mistake, which is pretty unlikely in the matter of 4 laps. Also, for Gavin and Meta, unfortunately, their race is pretty much ruined at this point because, as I already said, now it's 3 laps to go. Nothing is really going to be like opening up for them, except for like a huge mistake happening or something.
Indeed. As again, on board with Cardi now. As you can see, Trace messes up a little bit. He's gonna pick up the scraps through goes Cardi up into P4. Not bad for the Mercedes driver. I mean, that's not that bad. Not that bad.
Yeah, definitely not.
And here comes Gavin out of nowhere. He is now caught up with him. It's going to be a four-way battle now for P3 from past experiences like in Croatia with the six-man battle in the back. This only has one ending, and it's pure chaos as Gavin's now going to make his way through the pack, passing Cardi. And he's now on track to try and pass Trace. Right now, he's going to pass him with ease. That Alpine is no joke compared to McLaren. And coming through his start.
I heard that Trace is going for a high downforce setup this race, which is kind of an unusual approach, but I mean, maybe he saw visions of it, but it doesn't really seem to be working out.
And Gavin has made up all the positions right now. He's up into the podium. And through Parabolica, he's going to lead this group of four and defend.
Surprisingly.
Surprisingly, it's kind of insane.
That is already back with the pack, but I mean, he's probably not going to be able to go for a move because there's a huge... Oh, he goes for it anyways! He doesn't care! And he goes
down on the inside goes Meta. Off goes Cupcake and spin in the back for Trace. Meta up into P4, 3 positions gained to give this man driver of the day.
Maro in the broadcast view of V, who's currently going for P2.
He's gonna turn way too early. He's gonna spin. He was on track on getting P2, and here comes Gavin, Trace, Meta, Cardi, all of them.
Oh no, this is not good for V. Gonna lose 2 positions right there.
Now he's stuck with the pack that is being insanely competitive and insanely, just close and bunched up, as Cardi's now gonna give Maro the toe. As you can see, he's giving him the little bunches and everything that he needs to make a move on Meta. Meta goes straight to defending. It's gonna be a 3-way battle now coming into turn 1. Meta going insanely slow, and Maro's gonna spin in the back!
And that's it for his race.
Maro is going to spin in the back. He's gonna need to pick up the pieces, but I don't know. I think that was a cheeky play by Meta. He did go slower than usual to hold up both Maro and Gavin. But anyways.
Well.
Cardi on the attack now. On Gavin, coming to Lesma 1. There's going to be contact made. Off goes Gavin, and Cardi is going to spin, and he's going to retire. That's a big crash from Cardi. You said that Maro's race was over. He just made up 2 positions as we speak. That's insane work. Up in front.
He might be back.
Trace is going to try to make a move on Cupcake. It is not over yet for Maro. It's going to be 3-way battle now for P3. In this fight, it's going to be contact. And Cupcake is off. Maro is going to be through. One more, and Maro is back. No more overtake for him left. And it's going to be really, really close for him and Trace. Coming into Parabolica. Maro's going to look into the inside. He's going to back out. He's going to be right there, though. And Maro's going to try and make this stick. It's going to be insanely close. It's going to be less than 1/10, and he's going to miss out.
The last corner, which was a pretty close photo finish between Trace and V. He's getting distance. He's probably shooting for the inside, and does he? He does. Or he doesn't. He backs out a little bit. But he's gonna gain some speed on the exit, as it seems. Pretty quick, but that unfortunately did not cut it, even though it was pretty close. Gavin was already going really quick, but he was unfortunately shut off from that opportunity. Well, I mean, there was nothing that Gavin could really do at that point. But well.